Hey, Scruffy. Got the door again. Yeah, it's warmer today. Sun came out. Didn't think you'd be ready to rush in. So they said it was going to be overcast today, but it's pretty sunny and clear for the most part. It's still a little on the cold side though, but nowhere near the freezing warnings that they were giving us. Actually, pretty reasonable, I guess, all things considered. Yeah, Scruffy's coming over. Can you sit in the chair? Scruffy anxious to get going? Oh, maybe he smells the friendly cat on me. So I just came back from a run probably half hour ago. And on the walk back home from the park where I go running, yeah, the friendly cat was hanging out in front of one of the houses he normally hangs out at. I suspect that might be at least one of the houses that feeds him or takes care of him. I don't know. I get the sense there may be a couple houses that interact with him. But yeah, the cat's really, really friendly. That's why I call him the friendly cat. So he was hanging out in the middle of this particular house's yard. The weeds have grown pretty big in this yard. I think it was barren only a few months ago. So all the rain has allowed all the weeds to sprout up. So the friendly cat was just sitting, hanging out at the edge or in the back edge of the yard, of the part closest to the house. And I walked by, and then I decided I'd just stand there for a moment, see if he wanted to come over. I figured it was getting close to dinner. I was a little late today, and I thought maybe there was a chance that house was going to feed him, so maybe he didn't want to have anything to do with me. But sure enough, he looked at me, and then he decided he's going to come over. So he walked through the yard, and he had to dodge all the weeds growing up because, yeah, they're actually kind of big. So he had to kind of watch where he stepped so he can get around all the big, giant growths of weeds. And then he basically comes over, jumps onto the sidewalk where I am, and then he basically rolls his head into my leg and my shoe, and lets me start petting him. And oh yeah, he meowed a couple times as he was coming over. He has a much different meow than Scruffy. It's kind of a lighter, less vocal meow, a little higher pitched than Scruffy's. More of a mew. Yeah, kind of a mew. So yeah, pet the friendly cat, and yeah, he's rubbing against my legs for a while. So he might have gotten a scent on me. So maybe that's what Scruffy sensed while I was leaning down. So I said, "Oh, some cats getting into my territory here. I gotta reassert my property. Can't let some other cat steal it. Gotta assert those pets now." Scruffy's pulling up his legs. And then, after a while of petting, the friendly cat turned and he was facing back towards the yard at some of the grass and the weeds on the edge of the sidewalk. And he was presenting his kind of rear end for me to pet. So I continued petting him, but I noticed he started chewing on the grass or the weeds as I was petting him. And yeah, he was chewing pretty aggressively on those weeds. I'm not sure if he was actually eating them or just chewing them. But I have seen the friendly cat do this multiple times before when I pet him. He's been diverted a bunch of times by weeds, so he'll let me pet him, and then maybe he'll start walking away from me, and then I'll start interacting with some long growing grass or weeds on the edge of the sidewalk, and it looks like he's chewing on them. I'm not sure if he's eating them, but yeah, he seems to like the weeds for some reason. I don't think they're catnip, but I have no idea. I doubt they'd be catnip. There wouldn't be anything left in this neighborhood. All the cats would have decimated it. I actually still have that catnip that I bought for Scruffy that apparently he's immune to. Keep thinking I should bring a little bit of catnip with me on my walks. But yeah, I haven't actually gone for a walk. I'm going for runs, and I don't like carrying anything when I go for a run. I keep thinking, yeah, if I go for a walk, I should bring my camera and bring some catnip and see if the cats respond to it. So we'll see. I hear some, like a hedge trimmer. It's after dark now. I'm surprised somebody be doing that now. Not sure where, how far away that is, but it's dark. Not sure how they can see anything. Scruffy's grabbing the glove again. So eventually, yeah, with the friendly cat, I decided to move on. He seemed to be actually enjoying getting pets while playing with the weeds at the same time. I think that was a first for us. So usually it's one or the other. But yeah, I decided I need to move on, get home. It's getting late. And I left late for my run, so it's getting dark by the time I finished. And it's actually having, kind of a bad run again. I actually gave up on after the third lap. Said, and fourth lap's going to take me too long. It's going to be dark. If I knew my run was going to be this bad today, I probably would have been better off going for a bike ride. Especially since the sun came out today. The temperature is surprisingly not much warmer than yesterday. It actually feels about the same. A little chilly. But yeah, I think the lows are still well above freezing. They were giving us freeze warnings. I think they still are, but yeah, I don't think we're that close. Scruffy's food. Okay, let's get your food. Okay, I'm done. So, yeah, I don't think I saw much of Scruffy today. Saw him at lunch, and I think that was it. So, yeah, I poured the kibble around the base of the bowl. Um, he, was pushing his head, trying to eat it, and he kept pushing it directly into the edge of the bowl, so he was actually making it worse. So he was moving the kibble so far into the bowl, he's having a hard time getting it. So I had to move some pieces for him, remove the bowl for him a couple times. But he didn't throw up today, so that's good. Hey, Scruffy. So you're napping, Mr. Herbie. Yeah, you're up now. So sun's out. I think it was predicting it was going to be overcast again, but yeah, it looks really sunny right now. So tonight's dinner is, let's see, it's the meaty pate with grilled chicken and tuna, and kibble, and more rotisserie chicken scraps. So I think we have maybe 2 more servings of the chicken scraps, and then I think I'm out. I don't know. I'll have to check the freezer one more time, but yeah, I think this might be it. So my nose is running on my run today. It's still running actually. Not sure why. I didn't notice it until I went out. So it might be allergies. don't think I saw any other cats today besides the friendly cat. So this is the first time I pet the friendly cat, and I think it's probably been a few months. So, oh yeah, I was talking about there's a hole dug by the squirrels right in the center of one of the trails. There's actually a lot of holes that the squirrels have made. They've really decimated sections of that park. Um, but usually when they make a bad hole, it's kind of on the edge of the trail. And this one was unique because, yeah, it was dead center in the trail, and it was actually it seemed almost perfectly circular. Um, and it basically went straight down, and then makes a sharp uh, turn into the field. Um, so anyway, yeah, this because it's in the center of the trail, it's a bigger tripping hazard than most of the other holes that the squirrels have made. And somebody, with some free time, or was just really bored, um, got some rocks, kind of small rocks, and they completely filled the hole and made it flush with the ground, so it wasn't much of a tripping hazard anymore. Since then, yeah, some of the rocks got pulled out or kicked out. I'm not sure which, but it was like, yeah, it's a small. Uh, there's a. It needs probably about a layer, one more layer of rocks to like fill it up again. And I'm thinking maybe I should get some, find some rocks and finish filling it up, or get a shovel and fill the hole. I still haven't done that, but yeah, today I noticed that just kind of dirt and sand-like uh, material have started partially started filling the hole a little bit. So it's like sitting on top of the rocks now. So I'm guessing just the natural erosion and wind and whatever is starting to level off the hole a little. All the rain. So who knows? Maybe it'll take care of itself. But for sure, Park Services isn't going to take care of it because yeah, they've let these squirrels run amok. There are just holes everywhere. I actually almost fell in one. I was running on the side of the trail to avoid some people walking in the center of the trail, and on the edge I didn't notice that the squirrels basically had dug a trench um, right along the edge of the trail, and it's actually not a trench per se. It's a tunnel, but I stepped on it, and basically the tunnel collapsed, and basically my foot fell into a trench. And good thing I didn't break my ankle or something. But yeah, the squirrels have done a really nasty job. And yeah, the park services don't seem to do anything about the squirrels. I saw one park. Well, I'm not sure if it's park services or some other company or something, but there's a truck that was marked for it's like animal control, I think. And so I know they had cages and stuff, and I thought the day I saw them, I thought they had like squirrel-like cages, and I thought maybe they were going to do something with the squirrels, but I didn't actually see what they were doing. But I thought, there was a chance maybe they were going to take the squirrel problem a little more seriously. But this is last year, I think, and so yeah, nothing's happened. So I read something. It's a while ago. It's already a fuzzy memory, but it's like the history of pets or squirrels as pets in America, and I'm thinking was it at least 100 years ago, if not the original inception of the country. Squirrels were actually often pets, and there was a period in time where they actually encouraged as pets, and um, I can't remember. It was like Ben Franklin, advocate of squirrels as pets. I forgot, but anyway, yeah, things have changed quite a bit. So I'm not sure if the massive explosion of squirrel pests is a consequence of people once keeping them all as pets. It's for like all the feral cats. Feral cat population exploded. So I saw on YouTube. I guess there are multiple. I think multiple places in Japan where cats have like taken over like entire um, like little islands or something. So I think that there's one called Cat Island or something, or it's just referred to. And basically, it looks like it's an old, rundown, abandoned community. So like a lot of, I guess, empty houses. At least I hope they're empty. At least I hope people aren't living there. But basically, yeah, the whole island is completely infested with feral cats. I guess it's kind of a tourist attraction. So I'm gonna have to move the balls for Scruffy. Move the balls. Just trying to get the piece of kibble unstuck from the golf ball, so it's rolling it around in there. So I've seen on YouTube they have in Japan animal cafes. So the explanation I saw was because a lot of, I guess, Japanese live in small apartments. They can't really keep pets. Not not it's not convenient. Um, so to get their animal fix, they can go to animal cafe, and you can, I guess, order coffee or snack, desserts or pastries or something, and you can also I guess get free time with whatever animals that they have at the cafe and play with them, and I guess you can feed them and buy them food, um, and they have, I guess, different cafes for different animals. So I guess there's the normal stuff with dogs and cats and all the normal things you think of, but they also get pretty exotic from what I hear. So I saw on YouTube, I guess there was a hedgehog cafe, and then when I was in Japan, I actually saw somebody on the street promoting their, I think it was an owl cafe. So there was a woman handling an owl on her arm with protective glove, trying to get people to come inside their cafe. I think Scruffy's done. I was kind of holding my breath there. I was worried he might be thinking about throwing up, but I think he was just sniffing around. Yeah, kind of slow tonight, so I hope that means he didn't scarf and barf it, or he still scarf it so he won't barf it. Oh, he's looking at the ball. Okay. So yeah, I put in a little more. So there was more of the rotisserie chicken gelatin fat or whatever that stuff is. When it gets refrigerated, it turns into like a gelatin. So there was a bunch at the bottom of the bag. So I put a bunch into the bowl tonight. So it's probably a little more soupy. Probably a little. It's like a gravy. Once again, I was getting a little worried when he was turning around and facing down, but I guess he's okay. So he's walking away. And yeah, he's just screaming. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to watch him throw up if he does. I don't think he's gonna throw up, but see if I can leave on a high note. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.